What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Danny the Bull, and I'm back with another video for my OMI homies. So we are just 9 months away from the next Bitcoin halving. Less than a year, 9 months. It's getting closer every day, and it begs the question: is it possible that OMI misses out on the next bull run? All right, we've seen some nice developments and rollouts on the VV side over the last few months. However, we still haven't seen any forward movement in terms of OMI utility and exchanges and the things we've been waiting for. So I'm going to talk a little bit about the possibility of missing out on the bull run in this video, my thoughts on it, and what I think is going to happen. So stick around. There is a lot to talk about. If you like this sort of content, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, follow me on Twitter. Twitter handle is linked down in the description below. So at the time of this recording, OMI is at about 0006, obviously down quite a bit from where it was at the height of the last cycle, 008 in that range. So it's not disappointing that OMI is down substantially. The whole market went down substantially. What is disappointing is that OMI is down from the beginning of the year. So let's go to January 1st of 2023. OMI was at about 0008. So it's down a good 25% from there. And what's disappointing about that is that the rest of the market has recovered. If you look at Gala Games, which was pretty comparable in terms of market cap, beginning of the year was at a little more than 1.5 cents. Right now, it's sitting at 0.027. So that's up, I don't know what that is, almost 50% about since January 1st. If you look at Mana, Decentraland, beginning of the year, January 1st, it was sitting at 30 cents. Today, it's at 40 cents. So that's a solid 33% increase. Sandbox was at about 38 cents to start the year off. Today, it's sitting at about 45 cents, up about 20% on the year. So while other coins have made some gains and rebounded a little, OMI has gone down further. Now, we all know the reason why OMI is down. It's because they haven't delivered on the utility side of things, and it's disappointing not only because the price is down relative to other altcoins, but it's disappointing because we haven't been able to capitalize on these low prices by burning from the circulating supply. Because remember, the lower the price of the token is, the more of a burn we'll get when we're burning from circulating supply, and we have that utility kicked in. So it's been a little disappointing. It's not exactly what you want to see out of your altcoins. And it begs the question, is it possible that OMI misses out on the next bull run and underperforms other altcoins? Now, before I begin, I want to make sure that everyone is reminded of the fact that not every coin recaptures its all-time high. All right, there are many coins that never get back to their previous highs. Okay, we are accustomed in crypto to everything going up every bull market, but it's important to note that not every token reaches a new all-time high. And oftentimes the big winners of the last cycle are not the big winners of the new cycle. All right, the space is hype-driven, it's narrative-driven, and people are looking to find the next new thing. Now, for me, more than anything, I think it's important to be able to anticipate multiple different outcomes, because at the end of the day, no one can predict the future. No one knows what's going to happen, so you have to be able to anticipate that there are different scenarios that could play out, right? There is a bear case scenario, a base case scenario, and a bull case scenario. And, you know, that is determined by a bunch of different factors, none of which are in our control. So now, just by virtue of surviving the bear market and having a strong community, even if they accomplish just a small portion of what they're setting out to accomplish, the OMI token will at least, regain some of those losses. In a worst case scenario, I think OMI doesn't make a new all-time high. It doesn't get to the 4 or 5 cent level that many of us expected. But the price will increase by, virtue of surviving the bear market, by having a strong community, and, by them implementing just a fraction of what they said they would implement. Now, whether or not the token reaches a new all-time high and gets to, 3, 4, 5 cents will depend on execution and the team getting utility out, getting on new exchanges like Binance. And, the good news is that we still have 9 months before the halving for them to chip away and get some things done. They don't need to get everything done, right? They just need to chip away. The other good news is that we've seen them getting things done on the VV side of things, right? So there's some indication of progress. And they have said that they are working on some things on the OMI side in the background with a new blockchain team that they've onboarded, all right? So that's all positive news. Now, on the flip side, the closer and closer we get to the halving without any progress on the OMI side of things, that anxiety and that FUD is going to ratchet up, and there's going to be, a lot of unrest amongst token holders, all right? So, I'm hoping that they don't wait until first quarter of 2024 to get going on some of these things, because the closer we get to the halving, the more anxiety there'll be and unrest there will be in the community. And that's, if nothing else, annoying to have to sit through. So this is what that new blockchain team is working on, and what we should be seeing first out of the utility program, which is a hybrid program now with MCP. In Season 0, we should be getting OMI to NFT, and we should also be getting the ability to stake our OMI tokens in order to earn MCP points. After that, they're scheduled to roll out the bronze tickets, which can only be purchased with OMI tokens. It'll work in conjunction with MCP points and give collectors an advantage in going after, those highly sought after drops. So these utility features, along with the ability to purchase OMI tokens directly from the web app, will be very positive catalysts and help to restore a lot of that negative sentiment that has come about due to the longer than expected delays. So I do think they'll come through on these things, and they still have 9 months before the halving, but it's also important to remember that not everything needs to be released at once, and as long as they're showing signs of progress, they'll restore some faith and get some sentiment, positive sentiment shift amongst token holders. And then, typically the bull run lasts about 18 months after the halving, right? So there is still time after the halving to accomplish some of these goals and, see some positive catalyst. So while it's disappointing that there isn't OMI utility just yet, and it's disappointing that we haven't burned anything really from the circulating supply, it's important to note that there's still time. And for me, my thesis remains the same. This is a company that's generating good revenue, has a great community, right? One of the most passionate communities around it, has tremendous licensing partners, license deals, and is a leader in this whole digital collectible space. And if they can manage to bring it all together and properly develop the ecosystem, right, my original thesis remains the same. The OMI token will do just fine. Now, how well it does in the next cycle depends on their execution. If they can deliver, then I think the OMI token will be fine. We should see some new all-time highs. Sentiment will be restored. If they don't deliver, that'll be a different story. But I'm still optimistic. Again, always prepared for every possible outcome. Let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Are you worried that the OMI token will miss the next bull run? As always, hope you all enjoyed the content. Like and subscribe on your way out. Hope you all have a great weekend. Stay happy, stay healthy, stay safe. See you in the next video.